Welcome to my views on news. Two news stories. Firstly, changing political alliances in Ethiopia are being seen. In some previous videos, I hinted at changing political trajectories and dimensions in Ethiopia. Now we are seeing that things are happening quite rapidly. Kata Choreda has held a meeting with Oromia region's President Shimalis Abdisa, Tigray Oromia, and maybe Somali as well. Alliance could be on the cards to counter ethnic Amhara alliance with other pro-Amhara groups. We have details for you. Secondly, PM Abiy could appear in the parliament on Tuesday to respond to questions from the members of parliament. Firstly, viewers, Geta Choreda is in Addis Ababa, Ethiopian capital. Yesterday, we reported. Meetings are being held between Getachew and Ethiopian federal government officials. New political alliance is being formed. Oromos and Tigrays. Tigray and Oromo leadership is coming close. Reportedly, Getachew held a meeting with Getachew, who is now Tigray president, interim president, held a meeting with Shimalis Abdisa, Oromia region's president. Shimalis Abdisa warmly welcomed Getachew. Tigrayans and Oromos are coming close, though their alliance will be tested for some reasons, which I will mention in next videos. A few days ago, a friend from the Somali region of Ethiopia contacted me. I think almost a week ago. He's well connected. He said, Sajid, a broad alliance is in the making. Tigray, Oromo, Somali political elite, scholars are in talks. I worked on it, but I was waiting for the right time to break this news. Now, it's not a secret anymore that we are seeing two parallel alliances in Ethiopian politics. Just a few days ago, National Movement of Amharas, Nama political party, opposition party in Amhara region, and Izima party of Brano Naga held a meeting. The two parties announced to take common positions on national issues. And it happened after TPLF was removed from the list of terrorist groups. So, ethnic Amhara groups are forging alliance because they know that TPLF is coming to Addis Ababa. TPLF, which has vast experience of running the country, vast experience of running foreign policy, economy, which knows regional, local, international politics. So, small parties are a little insecure, like Izima, Nama, that TPLF could further sideline them. These small parties have just a few seats in the parliament, 4 or 5 seats, and they are in charge of key ministries like Brown Naga is Minister of Education, Blatemola is Minister of Information and Technology. The alliance is definitely against the arrival of TPLF in Addis Ababa. The other side is also building an alliance, Tigray and Oromia. Why? Because Oromo Amhara rivalry is no more a secret. Both are fighting for political dominance. Ethnic Amhara political elite says that Oromos wants to monopolize. They want to take all resources to Oromia. They want to encircle Addis Ababa. They want to spend on development only in Oromia, and Amharas are being expelled from Oromia. Oromos, on the other hand, they are in driving seat these days. They know that they have a chance. They have a chance to consolidate their control, their power. So gradually, slowly, steadily, they are consolidating their control on the state affairs. It is leading to friction between the two sides. We saw that during Orthodox Church conflict, that Oromia regional government, federal government of PM Abiy backed splinter faction. Amhara regional government backed main church led by Abune Matthias, which has some Amhara archbishops as key archbishops at the Holy Synod, like Abune Abraham, Abune Petros. The Oromia region backed faction could not get following in Oromia. It had to make concessions. But tension there. This religious conflict is part of larger political conflict between Oromo Amhara political elite. So now when TPLF is returning to Addis Ababa, Oromia Prosperity Party, Shamalas Abdisa want TPLF to be on its side. And don't forget, TPLF signed an agreement with Oromo Liberation Army too. More than a year ago, the two sides signed the agreement to carry out joint operations. So TPLF can forge, it can make ties with the ruling party in Oromia and with other groups in Oromia which are fighting against the regional government, and maybe TPLF could play a role in the resolution of the conflict, because it is in touch with both players, opposition, especially armed factions in Oromia, and the party in power. That is why we are seeing a new political alliance in Ethiopia. So coming days and weeks, coming months are very interesting, viewers. We'll have to follow each and every development of Ethiopian politics. You'll see new alliance. You'll see efforts to weaken each other. Let's hope and pray that this political conflict or this political rivalry, these new alliances, don't turn into armed confrontation. Political differences happen in democracies, nothing wrong with that. But these political differences should not translate into violence. That should be prevented by these leaders. We'll keep you updated, viewers. From the Somali region, who will join this alliance? Difficult to say, because opposition groups from the Somali region would like to join this alliance, Tigray Oromia alliance. Ruling parties, Mustafa Umar, PP's Mustafa Umar, president of Somali region, he's close to Amhara elite too. So it's difficult to say, but in Somali region, there is sympathy for this alliance. There is support for this alliance. And by the way, this alliance will not be made public. You won't see any agreement signed. Such alliances are always in the background. These political elite politicians will keep on meeting, secret meetings, open meetings. They'll keep on devising strategies to weaken the other side. But you'll never see any official announcement of the alliance. Let's see what happens. Interesting months ahead in Ethiopian politics. Secondly, what PM Abiy is going to appear in the parliament on Tuesday. It was November last year when he responded to questions from the members of parliament. And again, reportedly on Tuesday, he will respond to questions from the members of parliament Yesterday, members of parliament were asked to send their questions to the House of Representatives, and they were told to submit their questions by Sunday. The questions have been submitted by the MPs to the parliament, to the House of Representatives. PM Abiy will make his preparations, and then on Tuesday he will address these questions. The questions could be about rising cost of living. From the Amhara region, we could see questions like removal of TPLF from terrorist list, like displacements from Valaga and from Shaggar city. And there could be questions about Gurage issue as well, Gurage and Volaita. Let's see which questions are asked by these members of parliament, and which members of parliament will ask tough questions. How will PM Abiy handle the questions? We'll update you tomorrow about this key session of Ethiopian parliament. Thank you for watching.